everyone, you're welcome to another edition of Tip Tuesday. My name is Kez and with me is my beautiful wife.
Ness,
Wow,
hi.
she's beyond beauty. She's just beyond beauty. Forget about the beauty. She's got the brains and she's got the verve. And she's going to dominate much of the discussion today, sincerely, because you see, I remember when we were having our marriage, pre-marriage meetings, counseling and all that. And there was something the Pastor Comforter Desoye, she mentioned, took in credit to her. She said that women are much more prepared for marriage than men. In my mind, I didn't quite seem to agree. I felt I was a bit prepared, feeling that I had read all the marriage books and all that. And by the time we got into marriage, I just knew I was a bit hopeless. Forgive me. So please shout out to Pastor Comfort. You were right, and I agree with you. So when we're going to talk about finances today, and one of the things we're going to be talking about finances is an ongoing discussion, is something that is going to stretch into the course of the month of November. But one of the things we're looking at is the first thing we need to discuss is this question. You know, you hear it used everywhere. Close, my friends use it, people talk about it, and it's this notion that from the man's perspective, my money is our money and her money is her money.
I have to buy like bag, buy shoe, buy better things. Your money has to be our money. I mean, why will I be spending my money when I can keep it to carry the latest handbag and, look good?
Oh, well, so I'm going to just leave the floor to my wife. She's an authority on this subject. All you just be hearing me is awesome. Wow. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So babe, the floor is yours.
All right, guys. Yeah, ladies, we can still buy all those things with our money. You don't have to make it a rule that no, his money is the one we spend, my money is in addition, so that in case when he gives us our money, it's not enough to buy the bag, I add from my money, so that so that's a myth. And as a Christian, as a child of God, what truly is obtainable, I don't support that, in the sense that it doesn't mean he shouldn't provide for you. It doesn't mean he shouldn't take care of you, right? But remember that when you took vows, you stood before God and you said, all that I have is yours, and all that I am, I give to you. And so we need to be careful, because I realize that a lot of times on our wedding days, we're not present. We're busy thinking about the decor. Is the decoration on point? Is the small chops, I hope she remembered to put the shrimps. I hope she remembered to put that particular, that's all you're thinking. So when your mouth is busy saying, all that I have, I give to you. All that I have is, just like, let's just get this over with, right? Yeah. And so we can move on to other things. And then when you get into the real deal, because that wedding day is just one day of, merry, then the real thing hits you. Yeah. It's like, welcome. And you are now looking at yourself and wondering, okay, when did I say it? Some people even can begin to swear that they never said anything.
Oh, yes, we've had that experience. When I said I didn't say it, say you said it. I didn't say it.
People will say, no, I didn't. I mean, even when I said it, that's not what I meant. Mm-hmm. Yes, I said all I have, I give is yours, but your own has to be more than my own. People, you begin to hear all those kind of things. And the truth about it is, everything is one. You stood before God and you made this vow. And even the scripture tells us that the man leaves his father, his mother, and is joined to the wife, and the two of them have become one. So you're not just one in some things and, not one in some other things. You're one in everything.
Everything. You get to share everything. So it's important that when we want to laying the foundation for marriage and finances, you need to work from this focused center that marriage is a covenant. And in becoming one, all things about us become one.
Yeah, very true.
Everything about us becomes one. And as such, when it comes to financial decision making, it is joint.
Very true.
What I have is yours. What you have is mine.
And it's not automatic. So what I mean is it should be automatic, but sometimes it could take a process, because he probably would have been working for maybe 5 or 6 years of his life.
Oh, sure.
And maybe I've been working 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is. and you've learned to be independent, spend your own money, do your own things. You know, I remember sometimes in the beginning of our marriage, I would really want to buy something, and maybe he's feeling like that's a waste of, you don't buy it. And some days I'm so pained, and I'm like, knowing that personally I can afford it. You know, that in your mind, that switch just got like, but you know you can afford it. But you know you can afford. The humility and the submission on your part to your spouse is to say, okay, because it is our money, right? He's saying maybe not now. You can try to influence, cajole. You can try to put your strong points forward and reach a decision together on how that money should be spent, or if you should get at it, or maybe you cannot get it now, you get it later. So for the singles out there, society has laid down a rule, and you go for your friends' weddings and you're thinking they are living the life. You're feeling like, oh my God, see how the guy is just doing everything. My friend doesn't even lift a finger. You are not in their marriage.
Yeah.
You don't even know if it's your friend doing everything and, covering her own husband, awesome, making him look like he's the one doing everything. And then you go and be drinking Panadol. When you get home, you are very uptight, you are very angry, you're very, you begin to throw wrong words at your spouse because you're feeling, look at this other person, look at what her husband, are you people not working in the same place? Sometimes we have those feelings.
Yeah, that's the challenge we're trying to keep up with.
Yes,
the Joneses.
With the Joneses. But you forget that everybody has a different, your husband and someone else's husband might work in the same place, but different sources of income.
Yeah. Those
people may have businesses. You and your spouse are just managing what you have. Be willing to work with your own space, with what you have. And remember that what you have it together. Let's leave what society has laid down and Nollywood.
Exactly. Content. It's so critical,
Yeah, what Hollywood and all those movies show you, that's why it's called acting, right? The reality of it. If you want to rid yourself of unnecessary problems in your home. And pressure. Just remember that when we got married, if all I was worth, for instance, was maybe $1 million, and all he was worth was maybe $1 million as well, or maybe I was even worth $1 million and he was worth 500. 1,005 now belongs to Kez and Nez. There's no demarcation of, remember that your own was 500, my own was 1 million. No. It's now our own. So when we take our decisions, let's take it together. Don't allow foxes of, greed and, like he said, lack of contentment to begin to make you, leave what the real principle of these things and begin to chase shadows. Because the truth about it is, it's what you have. This is your home. This is what you guys can afford. This is what you have. You don't think about it as if, please, I'm the one bringing the bulk of the money. When you start to dwell on that,
oh my goodness, it creates insecurity. I think we should just trash a little bit about insecurity next time. We'll talk about financial insecurity and why people make certain decisions. It actually springs from a place of insecurity.
Yeah, so remember that you are one. You are one. So your money is one. It's not his money is our money, my money is my money. It is our money. This is now our money. As long as two of you stood and you took those vows, it's your money together.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for subscribing. If you enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to more, because I feel like this is a really touchy area for a lot of people, and we'll do our best, the much God helps us to answer some of your questions. But please subscribe, like, comment if you feel like you want to, and share. I would see you again next week. But remember, our tip for today, it's our money. It's our money.
It's our money.
It's our money. Yeah.
It's our money.
All right. Thank you so much. To buy those
bags. Oh no, sure.
Our money,
it doesn't absolve me of the responsibility of providing and clothing and taking care of the home. So thank you so much for listening to us, and till next week is goodbye and God bless.
Bye.